Okay, so I got home today. I guess it's August. Wow, it's August. And there was a package for me. Now, I didn't know this had shipped. Normally you get a notification from these guys when it ships, but I hadn't. They had recently had some server problems, and if you know about what's going on with them, you know who I'm talking about. This is from Mini Wargaming, and it was funny because I'm expecting a t-shirt in the mail, so when I got the notification that I had a package, that's what I thought it was. But then this big box came out, so let's take a look. I'm going to open it up for you and see what's there. Give this sucker a little cut. Alright. Open it up and see what's inside. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, Mentos. That's different. Oh yeah, was it Mike and Ike's is what they used to get? Okay, so I picked up a couple of Flames of War things. They were on clearance here. So I got the Quad Tractor. Apparently it's a British thing. Kind of looks like a Humvee. And then the 3-ton trucks. These are Russian. So these were on clearance as well. Some Chaos Space Marines. And as you can see, a Storm Raven gunship. Space Marine Rhino. Another Space Marine Rhino. That's it! So, this should be fun. I'm really looking forward to building this. It'll be the first and only flyer that I have in an army I haven't even started building yet. So I guess I'm going to have to wait for that. Of course, this goes to the same army. And this goes to the same army. And believe it or not, this technically goes to the same army. But you'll know that if you've been watching all my videos and what I plan to do regarding Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines. How many guys are in this box? 5. Wow, no wonder why nobody wants the damn things. So expensive. I'll probably have to get one more box of these just so I can get the pieces, and I think I have some of these parts already that I got as bits. Anyways, this is the beginning of August, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty more stuff to come in. So it's the middle of August. I haven't really purchased a lot, but today while I was off at the Dollarama, on top of a bunch of DVDs, including an Inspector Gadget and Archie's movie double feature, Mulberry Street, not the greatest movie, but not too bad, Kiba Kichu 2, or Kiba Kichi, I have no idea what this is, but I mean, look at this. Look at that dude right here. Let's see. That dude's got like a sword and he's badass. Look at this. It's like a werewolf or something like that. I don't know. But for $2, I figured, hey, I gotta see that movie. Picked up The Disappearance of Alice Creed. Been wanting to watch it, but didn't want to pay for it so much. So picking it up for $2, I'll finally get to check it out. Legend of Dragon Volume 5. I think this was the one that I have that's damaged, so that'll get replaced. But here's the big one that I picked up, and that's gaming related. And it was the PC version of Blood Bowl, Dark Elves Edition. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I've never actually played Blood Bowl, so I don't know. Give me a try on the computer. Why not? So don't know if I'll get anything. I have Fan Expo coming up, so there may be some gaming stuff coming from that, but who knows? We'll find out. So it was just yesterday that I posted or shot the video talking about, you know, not really buying anything in August and that I was kind of waiting for Fan Expo. But today, well, I'll throw that all out the window. I went to the hobby store because I wanted to pick up some more styrene stuff. I picked up some I-beams here. This is for the reinforced ram on the truck, and then some more sheets, styrene sheets. These are basically thinner than what I have, and I needed some thinner stuff. So on the way back, I decided to stop into the Salvation Army, and I happened to strike, you know, luck out, and ended up actually spending over $60, which is more than I've ever spent at you know, a Salvation Army or similar. I found seasons 2, 3, and 4 of the 4400 there. The second season, the discs are a little iffy. Hopefully I can get them all to play. I already have the first season. They also had the first season there, but I already have that. And these were $10 each, which isn't too bad. I mean, $10 for a full season on DVD is great, but that's not the big thing. They also had 2 StarCraft strategy guides, $3 each. I figured, hey, why not? I'll pick them up. They were in good condition. Yeah, I don't actually own StarCraft, believe it or not. I've played it obviously, but I don't own it, which is interesting. They also had Tiger Woods PGA Tour 07 for the PS2. It was actually priced at 99 cents. Normally they're $2.99 for you know, anything in a video game case or a DVD case, but it was 99 cents. The lady at the cash actually punched it in at $2.99. I said it's marked at 99 cents. She was like, "Oh," I was like, "Well, it says 99 cents, and if it's $3, I don't want it." But what I was really surprised to see was 2 fighting fantasy books. I've never seen fighting fantasy books at a Salvation Army or similar. These aren't in terrible shape. One's better than the other. I don't know if I need these or not, but they don't look familiar. And for 99 cents each, hey, even if I do have them, whatever, I can get rid of them. But that's not it. As I was going up to the cash, they have glass case behind there for their, you know, more expensive things, I guess. Usually have the silverware and stuff like that behind theirs, but I noticed for $26, $25.99, this case full of Atari games, 2600 games. So I, you know, being in the case, I didn't really look at it. I did a rough count and figured that's probably enough to make it $1 a game. So 26 in there. So let's give it a count here. So what was in there? We got Berserk, Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Pitfall, Pac-Man. It's like all the classics here. Oh, what wasn't a classic on the Atari 2600? And everything's just falling over. Moon Patrol, Galaxian, Centipede. None of these seem to have, well, at least so far. Maze Craze, Phoenix, Mr. Phoenix there, Indy 500, Breakout, Missile Command, classic game. I think that was one of my favorite ones to play. That and Berserk, Demon Attack, Yar's Revenge, Defender. These are like all the classics, eh? The big ones. Holy smokes. Jungle Hunt. Not as popular, or not as common, I guess. Combat. I played that a lot too. Another copy of Missile Command. Video Olympics. Don't think I ever played that. And Asteroids. So that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. So 21. Not a little bit over $1 game. It's not too bad. I prefer, you know, 50 cents to $1 when it's just a cartridge. I don't know if any of these work. And I don't have a system to test them on. So really, why did I buy them? Well, because they came in this nice plastic container. No, really. I just bought them because I saw them. I never see them. And figured, why not? What's gonna hurt? I'll see if I can sell them. If anybody wants trade or anything like that for these, let me know. I'm sure we can work something out. If you happen to have a 2600 laying around that you want to give me so I can play these, hey, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth with that one. So yeah, I don't know too much about the Atari 2600 games and rarities and stuff like that, so if any of these are rare, let me know, because I don't know. But they all sound like ones that are pretty common. But yeah, so not bad considering I wasn't expecting to buy anything else. Onwards and upwards, Fan Expo coming up in a week. I don't even have any money in my bank account to pay for it. Usually it's after Fan Expo that I have no money in the bank account. Alright, who knows what I'm gonna get? Okay, so Fan Expo has come and gone. While there is a gaming portion of the convention, I didn't really get a lot of gaming stuff. There was some free swag and stuff going around, but nothing really to mention. But while I was at the EB Games booth, they had some of their old, you know, used retro stuff there, and they had basically a bin. I wish I had gone there earlier. They had a bin of PlayStation games and Game Boy games, and I'm trying to think. I think that might have been it, really. And they were only $2.99. So I went looking through it and picked up 6 boxed Game Boy Advance games. Now the boxes aren't in the best condition because they were just basically all piled in a thing, but I think I can salvage a little bit off of them. But other than that, everything inside is pretty much in good condition. They're all there. So I got ATV Quad Power Racing, Finding Le Nemo, Meet the Robinsons, a 2-in-1 game pack, Tony Hawk's Underground and Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer. Oh, the awesome Cheetah Girls. And finally, a Fantastic Four. So yeah, not too much in terms of gaming there that I actually, you know, picked up. Unfortunately, I had some interviews that I was trying to get and lined up, and they said they would be cool with doing the interviews, but unfortunately we didn't set an actual time or anything, and so the couple of times I actually had a chance to go over to where they were, you know, different people were that I wanted to do some interviews with. Yeah, they were either really, really busy and swamped, or they were not there or doing something else. So, unfortunately, I don't get to promote them. No biggie. But today, I had to go out and pick up some styrene rods, various sizes. Here, I got really, 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 really tiny ones at 0.02 of an inch. For you know, different things on the looted tank that I'm working on right now. But while I was, coming home, I figured, hey, let's stop into this Allian. Haven't been there for a week. Ended up spending way too much money. Got a whole bunch of CDs, some books, a DVD, but I also picked up a couple of gaming items. So, first one is the game Foodie Fight. It's basically a food trivia game, and this only cost me $3, and from what I can tell, it is complete and in perfect, pretty, very, very, very good condition. They had some more PS2 sports titles, but I didn't pick up any of those. As I was going to the checkout, I saw some N64 carts in the glass cabinet, and I asked them how much they wanted for them. She didn't know, but and of course the price was on the back. Kudos to them for not putting it on the sticker. Yeah, so she opened up the case and looked on them. They were only $4 each. Now $4, I get, I'd say it's a decent price for an N64 cart, but seeing as how I'm not really looking for just carts, I'm looking for carts in a box. I didn't pick up all four. I think one of them was Perfect Dark, and I can't even remember what the other two were, but I did grab for $3.99 Yoshi's Story. I don't think I've ever played it before, but out of all the titles, I figured a Yoshi game is probably the easiest to sell off should I decide to do that, which I probably eventually will, so I can get all my, boxed games. But yeah, so it's been an expensive weekend. Okay, it's the last great buy for August. It's the last day of August, so I can't have any more. Went to a Value Village after hitting up the local comic store and found a few things. First one, I paid a little bit more for it than I would have normally. I paid $6 for it, but it's practically like brand new condition, so I figured, why the hell not? And that's Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend for the GameCube. So yeah, that was $6. I'm going to go down from highest to the lowest. I also found for $5 the DVD game for Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know, everything seems to be there. The cards are still shrink wrapped, so I'm guessing this is brand new. I don't know how much this thing costs normally. It might have only been $5 for all I know, but whatever, it's only $5, so give that a shot. And finally, this was the one that I'm actually happiest about, for $4, the sequel to Nightmare 2. And as far as I can tell, it's all there. The box is in decent condition, but it also has, as an added little bonus, it still has one of those extra Nightmare. If you've ever played the original game, there's you have to write down stuff with a dry erase marker, and it has an extra tag from the Nightmare game, because you need the Nightmare game to be able to play Nightmare 2. So yeah, that's the end of my great buys for August. So until next time, this is Rob for more Dakka 101.